Hey guys, just want to switch gears here and do an update to Planet X. I know I haven't done a video regarding this in a while just because I've sort of strayed away from it because of all the disinformation out there, and I've just been focusing on more tangible things that I can see and hear with my own ears and eyes, more specifically the build-up for World War III and the economic collapse, which are both, mathematical certainties that are imminent in my opinion. And but I did feel like, sort of doing a search for Planet X just for shits and giggles the other day, and I came up with some interesting articles, especially coming out of mainstream media. This is out of space.com, the search for Planet 9, new finds boost case for distant worlds. Basically goes on to talk about how the case for Planet X's or Planet 9's existence keeps getting stronger. Astronomers have discovered several more objects in the extreme outer solar system whose orbital characteristics hint at the existence of an unseen perturber in the dark depths far from the Sun, a hypothetical world larger than Earth that scientists are calling Planet 9 or Planet X. Quote, "If you want to put a number on it, I'd be somewhere like 80% sure that there's a Planet X out there," said Scott Shepard of the Carnegie Institution for Science in Washington, D.C. So this guy's saying there's an 80% chance that there's a Planet X out there, and this guy is no quack. He's obviously a highly respected scientist who works in Washington at the Carnegie Institution for Science. So we have to sort of take that into account and see what else is out there and what other hints are coming out of the mainstream, which I found also from phys.org, another respected scientific community website here. Hunt for Ninth Planet reveals new extremely distant solar system objects. I'll let you guys read that. I'm not going to go into all these articles, but all these have come out in the past few days, by the way. So this is out of the Daily Caller, which is more alternative news, but it's also one of the more respected alternative news sites out there. It says, "Forget global warming. Astronomers think Planet X is the true destroyer of worlds." I'll just read a few things here. It says, "The solar system could be literally destroyed in the distant future by the mysterious Planet X." Sorry about that. According to research from the University of Warwick, the existence of a distant massive planet could fundamentally change the fate of the solar system. Uranus and Neptune in particular may no longer be safe from the death throes of the sun, Dr. Dimitri Veris, the astronomer who authored the research, said in a press statement. The fate of the solar system would depend on the mass and orbital properties of Planet 9 if it exists. And it says at the bottom here, Planet X could be the explanation for several extremely unusual phenomenon in our solar system. The mysterious backwards orbiting of the dwarf planet Niku has been seen as potentially evidence of a Planet X. Astronomers believe a Planet X could lie at the outer edge of our solar system and think it could be about 10 times the size of Earth. Sometimes scientists believe Planet X's gravity may be tugging on NASA's Cassini probe orbiting Saturn. We've also got out of USA Today that came out today, most distant galaxy cluster discovered, and they're talking about how NASA discovered the most distant galaxy cluster ever seen, some 11.1 billion light years from Earth. But it goes on at the bottom here talking about how a bit closer to home, astronomers say they've spotted a never-before-seen small objects on the far reaches of our solar system. Finding these objects is key to discovering the location of the mysterious ninth planet dubbed Planet 9 or Planet X that may exist far beyond Pluto. Quote, "Objects found far beyond Neptune hold the key to unlocking our solar system's origins and evolution." Quoting Scott Shepard again, "Though we believe there are thousands of these small objects, we haven't found very many of them yet because they're so far away." He said the smaller objects can lead us to much bigger planet that we think exists out there. And then there's an artist's rendition of Planet X right here, as you can see. This is out of USA Today, by the way. So they're giving us hints, they're giving us clues, in my opinion, about the incoming passage of Nibiru and Planet X. So they're even showing a picture of it here with an X on it. So, I mean, for God's sake. CNN also came out yesterday. Quest for Planet 9 turns up extreme objects on the edge of the solar system. I'll let you guys read that as well. So obviously we've got mainstream media coming out talking about, more stuff about Planet X, Planet 9, and we all know that CNN and USA Today, they're all controlled by the puppets who run the show, and I think they're giving us clues or disinformation regarding Planet X, but I think they're giving us hints that it's here, and there's just so much information out there that you have to take with a grain of salt, but you also have to take into consideration what is happening around the world, whether you believe in Planet X or not. you have to come to the realization of the truth that things are changing as far as weather phenomenon goes. We're seeing unprecedented flood activity, volcanic activity, earthquake activity. Just look what happened, you know, in Louisiana. Look what happened in Italy. We saw an earthquake there that was unprecedented. You've never seen a 6.3 earthquake, you know, killing almost 300 people in Italy. So, and then the uptick in meteors and sinkholes and just this crazy weather phenomenon. Something is causing it. You know, we have to question that. So, that being said, I'm just going to move on to Ed Dames, who some of you know who he is. He does remote viewing workshops. He has done you know, predictions in the past. Just a few noteworthy ones. You know, he predicted the Fukushima disaster, the earthquake that hit Japan. He predicted the shot across the bow, which is a giant solar flare that barely missed us in 2003. A mutating crop fungus, and as well as a few others. But what he did this month, a few days ago, he did one of his final workshops. He's actually retiring now. He's touched on Planet X in the past, but he decided to let the cat out of the bag with his remote viewers. In August 27th in Las Vegas, he did a 40-minute speech on Planet X. And just a few notes here. He's basically calling it his swan song. Planet X is real, it's inbound, and we think it's a planet, but we don't know what it is. He says December 2017 is when we'll see it in the sky. So he also goes on to say that Planet X will interact with the magnetic field and weaken it. It will interact with the sun directly, possibly causing the kill shot. And catastrophic cosmic lightning storms possibly causing the kill shot. The pole shift, which will cause an approximate 12-foot shift of the Earth. The planet's core is heating because of the sun interacting with Planet X. And it will appear as big as the moon. And then he goes on to touch about, you know, the Anunnaki, but he said they're not really on the planet anymore. Before they sort of touched on that, but now they're saying there are no aliens on Nibiru, guys. So, but I guess we'll find out for ourselves. But there's a video embedded in here about an hour long with Marshall Masters talking about this whole interview and this whole workshop that Ed Dames did. So I'll leave this for you guys to watch as well. What sort of caught my attention was the catastrophic cosmic lightning storms that he's talking about. And just in the past 6 months or so, we have seen a lot of stuff, weird stuff coming out. We saw, let's see here. Sorry, these aren't loading. My computer's being... Okay, just yesterday, lightning strike kills 19 cows in Texas. We saw 71 people injured at a German rock festival by lightning strikes. This was back in June. We saw 120 people killed in India in June from lightning. And just recently we saw something really crazy. We saw like 323 reindeer being killed by a lightning storm. My computer is really acting up, guys. Sorry, it's not loading here, but I'll leave the link for it. Here it is. So lightning strike kills 323 wild reindeer in Norway. So that, coupled with the fact that Ed Dames is talking about these catastrophic lightning storms, and we've never seen anything like this, at least I haven't since I've been alive. Just these unprecedented lightning storms and strikes that are killing people in groups and killing animals in groups like that. We have to question what that is about. Is Ed Dames right? You know, he's talking about the kill shot. He's talking about a meteor storm coming before Planet X. He's talking about how North Korea is going to launch a nuke in anger. And we all see how North Korea is threatening the U.S. and South Korea, you know, basically turning us to ashes. And they have the capability to launch a nuclear strike on the U.S. mainland. So anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys read these, form your own opinion. Like I said, the information's out there. Take it with a grain of salt if you want.